Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's about time. We're going to do the Seeing Sky tutorial. We're going to try and bust this bad boy out in 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so this is actually a very simple look. It took me some time, and as I said, I wanted it to be a drag inspired look, so I didn't actually get as drag as I wanted it to be, but that's cool. So I'm going to start with NW35 Studio Finish Concealer, and I don't know what brush this is, but it's the flat MAC brush like that, and I'm going to frame my brows. I did my brows with Dip Down Fluid Liner because I wanted them to look extra. I want them to be chiseled. And what I'm doing is outlining the brow so that I can get a very sculpted look. This is a trick that you can use anytime. You don't need to use a concealer this light. You don't have to use this particular concealer. You can use foundation. You can use your regular color. But this will help not only mask hairs, but it'll really define the brow. And if you need to, go ahead and look back, rewind the video a little bit, and you'll see the difference in the brow already. And if you really wanted to get more intensive, you could go ahead and do the same thing above the brow. I'll use a darker color like NW45 for me. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and chisel the brow like that. And just blend it down just like that. You can use any type of brush, anything that's got a sharp, quote-unquote, edge. So next I'm going to use Swiss chocolate, and I'm going to just give myself a crease. I want it somewhat dramatic. And actually, once you start playing with textures and understanding textures, you'll understand just how it works. But the Swiss chocolate will really deepen as it hits that creamy concealer background. So can you see that difference? Just like that. Okay, so here's the kicker. Seeing Sky Mineralized eyeshadow. This is made to be used wet or dry. Okay, so that is the biggest part about it. You must leave this open. You can't close it. You must leave it open for 24 hours, or that whole bacteria phenomenon thing is going to start happening, and it's going to get crusty and gross. So I'm using water-based mixing medium by MAC. There are a ton of duplicates. You can make your own mixing medium. Apparently it's not that hard. I don't know anything about that, but just get on YouTube and you'll see, and search, and you'll find different recipes. You can probably use Fix Plus. I've heard you can use like glycerin, all kinds of things. I just have this from being at the Mac Pro store, so that's what I'm using. So I only use one drop to wet the shadow. And I'm going to use my Billy B brush number 5 and pick up some of that wet shadow. And I'm telling you, it's metal. It's basically what the shadow will look like, is metal. So little by little, I'm just going to paint the metal shadow onto my lid to spread it out, because if you don't and you let it like kind of sit there, it'll give this cakey foil type look, and then you have to blend, and that's a whole lot. So little by little, I'm just blending and getting it all over my lid, just like that. Okay, so that's that. You can use any real true blue with this, but the effect, I believe, comes with this one. Seeing Sky. Okay, so that is the lid already, and you can see the difference between these two. I mean, this one has a fake lash on it, but granted. Okay, so next up is the crease. I'm using a dark blue. I'm using Flash Track. I wanted to use contrast, but I couldn't find it. Any darker blue, any deep blue will work for this. You don't have to use Flash Track, but I like the way that it looked. As I said, I wanted to use contrast, but I just could not find it. You know how it is when you're looking for a specific thing, you can never find it if you're disorganized like me. So I'm just going to use the 213 brush. You can use any brush really, but I wanted to concentrate the color on the lid. So I'm going to go right in between. Sorry, wait, let me blend this out real quick. So I'm going to go right in between the Swiss chocolate, which is the brown, and the sea and sky, and just add some color to darken it and make a deeper look. So can you see how it's starting to gradually, the eye color is starting to gradually grow. And I'm wiping off excess shadow because I don't want a ton of shadow on there. You'll be blending forever. And then I'm just going to blend like so. And then from here, I'm checking it out to see. Okay. So I'm going to go back real quick, add a little bit more Swiss chocolate up here because I don't feel like they're even. All right. So this is where we are thus far. What did I do next? Okay. Feline Eye Kohl. Kohl Power, whatever. This is like the blackest black liner I've ever used in my life. It's super creamy, but this bad boy can move. It will move. So, if you don't want those raccoon eyes, don't use it. You're just going to have to watch and monitor and see. So, I'm doing exactly what I shouldn't be doing and tugging on the eye. And applying Feline. There's a way, like some people do like this, and it makes the lid pop out, but I can't see when I do that. So, and then I'm going to just line this eye. Kind of want it nice and thick. And if you want this to be darker, you can definitely smoke it out with some black or anything like that, which will give you a hot look as well. Okay, so just want to want this to be blended well. Okay, so next up, oh boy, something I didn't bring. You never bring everything you need when you have to do a tutorial. Under here I used carbon. I'm going to use the number 10 brush. It's got a little bit of carbon left on it, I guess, to just kind of smudge in here. Bring the color down a bit. Just like that. And what do I want to do now? The moment of truth. Lashes. What I hate. But it makes the look. You can see the difference now between the lashes. So if I had more time, I would use the brush that I always rave about, Billy B brush number 9, because it gives you those painted on, amazing, sexy, ridiculous lashes. I'm telling you, it's the biggest difference when you use it. I'm going to have to do a review video on Billy's brushes. So I add a little mascara. This one is old and clumping, so I shouldn't be using it, but okay. So the lashes that I'm using today are the Wispy Lashes by Red Cherry. I got them at Beauty 35 on 35th and 8th in New York. They had like 900 pair of lashes, yo. I swear. I could not get over it. In the back area is like a wall of lashes. That was heaven. So I bought, I think, 15 pair of lashes in different assortments. So I'm just going to apply some glue on the lash.